Hi, I'm Chris Cummins, and welcome to my 3-minute analysis of The Book of Lost Things by John Connolly.
Once upon a time there lived a boy named David. His mother always read him fairy tales until one day she fell terminally ill. After her death, his father married a woman named Rose and they had a little boy, Georgie. After moving to Rose's family home, David learned the story of her uncle, Jonathan, who disappeared from the house with his sister and never returned. One day a crooked man in a crooked hat lures David into a fantasy world. There David meets the woodsman, who tells David that only the king can help him get back home. He also warns David about creatures called loops, which are trying to overthrow the king. As David travels to the king's castle, he encounters multiple twisted fairy tales. When David reaches the castle, he learns that the king is actually Jonathan, the uncle who ran away. By betraying his sister to the crooked man, he became king and she has been trapped in a jar ever since. The crooked man has been living off of her life force, as he has done with many other children. After David learns all of this, the loops invade the castle and kill the king. David then refuses to betray Georgie and the crooked man dies. Connolly uses David's mother, the woodsman, and Jonathan to demonstrate that family members are the only ones a person can always rely on, and they should be the best friends that a person has. David's mother was a kind and gentle woman who took care of David and his father, so both of them naturally wanted to return that kindness and care for her once she fell ill. David's father would work all day long, take care of David, and still visit his wife in the hospital. David and his mother shared a passion for fairy tales, so he spent a lot of time reading them to her. Another way that he showed his care was by coming up with routines to protect her from her illness, like getting up on the same foot every morning or always touching faucets and other objects an even number of times. David and his parents all really cared about and relied on family. Next, Connolly uses the woodsman to show the importance of family. The woodsman feels like a father to any lost child in the woods, which is later explained when the woodsman states that they were all my children. David is no exception, as we can see when the narrator tells us that David wondered at how like his father the woodsman was. When David first enters the fairy tale world, the woodsman takes care of him and teaches him about this unfamiliar world. As he proceeds through each twisted fairy tale, David is able to survive dangerous situations by relying on the woodsman's fatherly advice. Jonathan's story provides an example of what happens when a person does not understand the importance of family. He cannot resist the trickery of the crooked man, so he betrays his sister to become king. By the time he realizes what he has done, there is no way back. Because he does not have his family by his side, he dies alone at the hands of his own nightmare, Leroy, a loop who is undergoing a transition to human form. He betrays his family, and therefore they are not there to help him when he is in mortal danger. Through various plot elements, Connolly is trying to communicate a fairly simple idea. Family members should always help and support each other. David refuses to betray Georgie. He says his name is Brother.
Well, that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed my analysis. Thanks for watching. Bye.